This is CES 2025. I'm 𝗟𝗏𝘁 from the Food Institute, and our team has been on the ground all week covering all of the latest tech that this show has to offer. Well, we wanted to highlight a couple of tech innovations specifically that caught our eye. Take a look. Could you start by telling us what the Plantaform system is and how it works?
Absolutely. So the Plantaform system is the first indoor garden to use fog to grow plants indoors. So you've heard of hydroponics or aeroponics. Well, this is fogponics. So it's 98% more efficient than, say, traditional gardening, and 30 to 50% more efficient than hydroponic gardening, and even 10% more efficient than aeroponic gardening, because what we do is we take the water and the nutrients and we use ultrasonic foggers to distribute the water and the nutrients to the plants in a highly oxygenated environment. And what that means in layman's terms is that the roots are better able to absorb both of those things, so you get better yields, faster plant growth, and just a better experience. Plus it looks super cool.
It sounds super cool. Can we check it out?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so this is the Plantaform Smart Indoor Garden right here. As you can see, the fog is coming up through the center root chamber. We have 3 rows of 5 plant pod holes, and what we do is you take one of these, we sell the pod packs, so think of it like an espresso. You get your pods, you scan the barcode on the package of pods, and the app will know exactly how much water and how much light to give all of the plants that are in this pack at each stage of growth. So you take this out, simple as making a cup of coffee, you put it in the device, and a single click and the app knows everything that it needs to do. So what it's doing is we fill the bottom. I'll show you this. So you just put the water in the bottom reservoir there. We hold 7 liters in the bottom, and there's 2 liters in the top. And the top is really just an extra reservoir. And the beauty of this system is because it's so water efficient, because there's 9 liters of water in it, you don't have to refill this for 2 to 3 weeks. So you can literally go on vacation and come back and your plants are still alive. This also works really well in classrooms where you've got a lot of agriculture in the schools, or classrooms like indoor gardens in the classrooms. The teachers can go away for March break or spring break or Christmas break and come back and the plants are still there, so the kids get to have that kind of experience. But it is so easy to grow the plants because you're literally just putting the pods in here. These little germination domes protect the seeds while they keep the moisture in the seeds, and as soon as the little plants start hitting the top of that dome, you take it off and then your plants grow. This does all the right amount of light, daily cycles, it goes off at night, stays on during the day, horticultural LEDs, and this takes care of everything else. You just water it and come back, the app will tell you when you need to add more water and nutrients.
This is a really interesting product. Please tell us what jelly drops are.
Yes, so jelly drops are 95% water, sugar-free treats designed to support hydration for people living with dementia. They're added electrolytes and added vitamin B9, B12, and B6, and they also support cognition and the immune system.
What's the story here? Why did you feel you needed to invent something like this?
So my late grandma, my grandma Pat, she had dementia for about 7 years, but about 5 years in, her condition dramatically declined and she was actually rushed to hospital, and the family effectively told to expect the worst. It wasn't until she was at hospital they realised she was severely dehydrated, and thankfully after 24 hours on IV fluid she was back to her normal happy self. But I was shocked that something as simple as not drinking enough had such a huge effect on her health. So I went and lived in her care home for a month to see if I could help, and I saw a lot of the challenges people faced, perhaps no longer feeling thirst, not equating drinking with quenching thirst, not recognising cups or having a dexterity to pick them up. But during my time there, I realised that everyone still loved eating candy. It's much more intuitive, much more engaging, much more sociable, much more fun. So that was the idea, to create a solid form of hydration in the format of a treat.
All right, so I think I'm gonna try this one. What flavor was
That's
this?
strawberry.
Strawberry, well I do love strawberry. So we're gonna open this up. I mean, I know my kids would want to eat this. I mean, I know anyone would want to eat this. Could other age groups eat this as well?
Yeah, so really the sweets anyone can enjoy. They just happen to be designed for people living with dementia in mind, and actually we have customers that perhaps have autism or learning difficulties, or people going through chemotherapy, a whole host of reasons why people might struggle with more conventional forms of hydration.
We're gonna do a quick taste test here. Oh, I was expecting like a gummy bear type, but it's wet.
Yes, and they're very soft, so easy to chew. They're still elastic, like a classic Jell-O texture, but it's actually vegan, so very familiar in terms of the mouthfeel, but easy to chew.
Definitely, very soft. Oh, it's more like Jell-O.
Yeah.
It's not like a gummy, it's more like a Jell-O.
Gummy perhaps would be too tough for some people to chew comfortably. So this is very easy to eat, very Moorish. We eat them all the time in the office, and it's quite easy to get through a few packs.
That's great. And what's the response been like amongst the people who've tried this?
It's been fantastic. When I first made the prototype with my grandma, I put a video online, and after a few weeks that video had over 100 million views, and I quickly had about 50,000 people email me. At that point, I was making them in my student flat. That was in 2018. We then went on to build a factory. We launched in the UK in 2020. We launched in the US in 2022 and Canada in 2023, and primarily reaching people via our website, 𝗟𝗲𝘁.com.
What is iRomaScents and how does it work?
Okay, in very simple words, iRomaScents bring scents to the world. The scent is one of the most important scents that we have. It has the longest memory, but we don't use it for some reason, I don't know what. For some reason, we don't use it enough. So we are going to change it and bring scents to the world in a variety of applications.
And now, what are some of those applications? Where is iRoma applied?
Okay, so the one that we probably will talk about the focus on it right now, because that's what we are at, is the retail. We're changing the way that people are shopping for fragrances, also for medical purposes, for scented movies, scented videos, scented video games, practically, you name it. Smell is everywhere. So this is actually our retail application. That's the one that we are focused at the moment for the point of view of selling and commercialization. I'll go to the wizard, and then I'll go for you. Tell me what you like. Okay, so you're female. Send it next. What would you like? Oh, the perfume. Oops. No. Okay. Light. Daytime, anytime. 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 Oh, nobody. Nobody looks. No. And then, since we are in the exhibition, forget about the price.
Right.
And then you can do a combination. Actually, depends on the what you are looking for. It might have up to 15 different smells that you can choose from. Now, in this case, you have 3 alternatives, and you can choose a combination of them to do whatever you like.
Wow. So you can tap up to as many as you want?
As
like
many
you
as you
combine
like.
them?
Yes.
Let's try that.
All right. And then how do you like to feel? Again, in some cases, you'll have more alternatives.
Any.
All right.
We'll see what it gives me.
And there you go. As I
wow.
promised, less than a minute.
Okay.
So this is the most suitable for you based on your objective inputs. And these are 3 alternatives, similar alternatives. You can tap here, and then you see all the information about this particular item. And then so far, unlike in the shop, you didn't smell anything.
Right.
Right. So now it's time to smell. Just push the button. There you go. And then it will tell you which one is going to spritz. In this case, this one. And you see also blinks. You like it?
Oh, okay. Well, that was so easy.
Exactly.
And it took a lot of the guesswork out of it.
And just an example, last month, when I showed it to one of the potential customers, and the seller, when she saw that, she jumps and says, "Hey, that can help me to sell better to customers." That's exactly the idea.
And that's a wrap from CES 2025. For more of our great content, you can click on this playlist. Until next time, I'm Brittany Borer.